Humanita. Good night to you all, teacher.
Good evening. Hello, can you hear me?
Yes.
Okay, give me a second, please. Okay, good evening, everybody. Hello, can you
Hello,
hear me?
teacher. How are you?
Okay, very good. Thank you very much. Okay, I want to start telling you that last session, that it was April 23rd, March the 23rd, we couldn't do many things because I don't know what happened, but only one person showed up. I think that it was Luz Elena or Alejandra, creo. I think that she showed up after, but okay, no problem with that. We couldn't do anything, okay? There was not a class. And I want to show, I'm going to start the class showing you what it is supposed to have, or what we have here as the final product of these 2 weeks, because we only have 2 weeks to work.
Teacher, I'm sorry to interrupt you 1 second.
Yeah.
There is a mistake on the study guide that you uploaded on the website because it says it has different dates.
Maybe. Yes, maybe.
It says November instead of March and April.
Yeah. I forgot to update it. Sorry. But I'm going to do it right now. But you know, the general presentation of the course, we have the dates. Yeah. But I think that for the first one, maybe it is not a problem, but for the second one, it could be, I don't know. Let's discuss this at the end of the class, okay? Because it is supposed that these 2 activities are for this week. By the end of this week, you have to finish these 2 activities, and then we are going to have this one. That it is the final project, that it is next class. No next class. Sorry, in 2 weeks. Yeah, April the 16th. So we are going to have the presentation of this, right? Something that it says here is that it is in group. But please, I'm going to ask you something. Don't make groups of 5 people. Do big groups of 3 or 2, but don't make groups of 5 people because 5 people are too many. Too many people in one group. Okay? This is not a very big group, I know, but at least we are going to do this. Okay, for this part that it has to do with the text analysis, it says that we have to analyze the text morphologically, syntactically, and phonetically. Maybe phonetically is the part that we have worked the most, because I say the most, but okay, at least we have analyzed a little more about the phonetics, but the part of syntactical and morphologically, we haven't worked on that, right? So we are going to work today on this part, on the syntactical, the syntax, right? I know that you have studied many things from the study guides, and there are some aspects that you have studied. So I want to remind you some word categories. I suppose that you remember the word categories in syntax, right? Do you remember the word categories?
Not so much.
When we talk about syntax, we talk about the distribution of the sentences and what is the role that each word has in the sentence, right? So for example, we have the nouns, yeah? And with the nouns, we mean every single thing that we can, I don't know, call or define. It has a notional definition. So it must have a definition. So it could be a name, it could be a thing, it could be something that could be more abstract. But anyway, we have nouns, right? This is the syntactical definition in here. And along with the nouns, we have the determiners. Do you remember the determiners? These ones. The, a, these, that, those, which, whose. These words are called the determiners because they are just before a noun, but they don't describe the noun, right? When you describe the noun, or when you give an attribution or a characteristic to the noun, we use adjectives. Yeah, we use the adjectives. So far, we can say that we have three kind of words, right? The determiners. Let me see, let me do something. I'm going to open a new diapositive here. Determiners, the noun, and the adjective. And with these three categories, we can form something that it is called a phrase or a noun phrase, right? These three elements can form a noun phrase. For example, we can say the beautiful day, an enormous animal, that picture, right? But it doesn't mean that you need every single part of this to form a noun phrase. Yeah, because a noun phrase also can constituted by only the main member that is a noun. Yeah. So for example, we have here a noun phrase that it is sorry. A noun phrase could be he, and it is a noun phrase. or could be, I don't know, oh, Sandra and Mary. So this could be a noun phrase as well, right? But pay attention that here we have phrases. Yep. And here we are going to do something. This is the first time that I'm going to do this way. But let me see. Sorry. Imagine that the noun phrase is called MP. This is the name of the noun phrase. And we can say that a noun phrase is composed by 1, 2, or 3 different elements, or even more elements, right? In the case of these examples, we have maximum 3, right? The first one is a determiner. The second one let me see here. Cannot do it. The second one is a noun that we can call it noun, or better, for the exercise we are going to call it a cap I, and then sorry, we are going to have an adjective. Sorry, I did it in the incorrect order. So that means that every single part that depends on the noun phrase has a corresponding word as well. Yeah. Ready? So can you see? This is like the distribution of a phrase, especially a noun phrase. A noun phrase that is composed by a determiner. Is it clear?
Yeah.
Yes, teacher.
Yes, teacher.
Okay, we are going to see this with more complex sentences or with more
Yes, teacher.
elements. Okay. Now, we are here only with the noun phrase, so with the noun. But we have other kind of elements in syntax, and the others are called verbs. But remember that in verbs we have some difficulties or some things that are important to get to know. First, the notional verb, something that describes an action or a state. Okay, so there are action verbs or state verbs, right? According to what we analyze in morphology, the endings of the verbs can change because of the inflections, right? So it could have an S for the third person in present, or an ed when it is irregular, or even when they change because they are regular here, they have ed. But when they have, for example, go and the past went. This went is also called an inflection. So this is the inflection. Okay. So these are the inflections of the word. Okay, give me a second, please. Okay, let's continue. So it doesn't matter in which form or what inflection the verb has, but anyway, it is called a verb, right? Especially because if it is in present or in past, they are just a lot. But then we have other kind of verbs that are the auxiliary verbs, right? And remember that the function of these auxiliary verbs in grammar is just to help the other verbs to complement or to be part of a tense, to constitute part of a tense. But the verb itself is not this one. I mean, this is not the main verb. The main verb is this one, right? This is going to be the main verb. Is just an auxiliary, or the verb do or the verb did in the case that you are working with a negative or questions, right? Right. So the auxiliary verbs, yes, these are auxiliary verbs, but here we have the modal verbs, right? The modal verbs that we have here, it says the division of the auxiliary verbs, we have auxiliary verbs, modal verbs that are will, would, can, could, may, might, must, shall, should, ought to, and they have to go with or along with another verb. Yeah, so these verbs are going to be the main verbs, and the other verbs are going to be the auxiliary verbs, right? So it is because we have to clarify that. Anyway, they are modal or auxiliary. And then we have the spectral auxiliaries that are be and have. So are or has when we have the complement here for the present or the past perfect. Yeah. Okay, and the passive auxiliary, the verb to be, and the dummy. But the dummy is only the do or did, because you know they don't mean many things. You don't need it in every single tense. You only need it in the question, in the tenses. I don't know why I'm talking about tenses. In the form, you only need it in questions and in negative. So for that reason, they are dummy. But all of them are going to be called auxiliary verbs. Okay, or modal verbs. No, auxiliary verbs. It is better, right? Okay. Then we have something that it is affecting the verbs that are called adverbs. Remember that the adjectives usually affect the noun, only the noun. That's the function of the adjective. But the function of the adverbs is to affect verbs, adjectives, and other adverbs. So they can affect three different things. And we have here some examples. For example, this one, merrily is affecting or modifying the verb marks, right? Our colleague from Paris merrily marks students' essays in his baths, right? Merrily. And here we have this adverb, changing or describing what happens to this kind of word. What kind of word is this?
It's a verb.
Are you sure that it is a verb?
No, it's an adjective.
It's an adjective.
An adjective.
Exactly. So in this example, this adverb is affecting the adjective. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And in here, very hard. Hard is an adverb, right? and very is affecting the adverb harm.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so there are three different kind of elements in here. An adverb that modifies a verb, an adverb that modifies an adjective, and an adverb that modifies another adverb, right? So
Right.
this is the only kind of word that can modify more than two. Okay? Right. Okay, so taking that into account, we can choose this sentence. I'm going to choose this sentence for the example. And remember that what we are doing here, I'm going to erase this thing here. Erase this thing here. Okay. What we're doing here is analyzing a sentence. Okay. So we are analyzing a sentence, and it is supposed that in a sentence we have two kind of phrases. And we saw that a phrase is a group of words. Okay. In here we have a noun phrase. Remember the noun phrase? Do you remember the noun phrase? Let me put the
Yeah.
phrase here. Okay. In this sentence, the sentence that we have here, what is the noun phrase?
Our new professor.
Very good. So our new professor, I'm going to put it in here with blue. It's going to be the noun phrase. So how would you distribute in this new? We have 3 words. So we are going to do that in 3 words. So now, what kind of word is each one?
Or is the determiner.
Not necessarily. Okay, not all the sentences have a determiner necessarily.
All right.
What kind of word is adjective? Is our?
A pronoun?
What kind of pronoun?
Oh no. Possessive. Like,
Possessive.
Es a possessive adjective. Ese no es un pronombre. Es un adjetivo.
Okay.
Okay. Do you remember?
Sí, sí.
No.
Nuestro.
Nuestro es un adjetivo.
Adjetivo.
Posesivo.
Uy.
The possessive pronoun is ours.
Okay.
Yes, you're right.
Right?
Yes.
So it is an adjective, right? So here we have an adjective. Okay. Again, new.
New is an adjective too.
Adjective.
Exactly. It's an adjective too. So it is our adjective too. So we can call it here an adjective as well. Right? And here we have the arrow. Right. Our new. And professor?
The noun.
The noun.
The noun. Very good. So it is noun. Good. Excellent. Very good. So we have analyzed this part.
Teacher, I have one question. What about the rest of the sentence?
The rest of the sentence?
I mean,
It's coming.
Okay, I'm sorry.
Yeah, because remember, we have the noun phrase. This is the noun phrase. So, sorry?
Sorry, no, yeah, the noun phrase is el sujeto in Spanish, isn't it?
La frase nominal.
La frase nominal, bueno.
El sujeto es este.
Sí, okay.
Okay.
Perfect.
Yes. So in this case, we are going to have another kind of phrase. And because of the most important one in here is a verb, it is going to be called the verbal phrase.
Verbal phrase.
Right?
Right.
So in the verbal phrase, we always are going to have a verb. And it doesn't matter what kind of verb it is, but we have, in this case, works, right?
Teacher, I have a question.
Okay.
So if we want to identify in a sentence like this, a noun phrase and a verbal phrase, we just have to look for the noun and the verb.
Yeah, you have to look the
That's the
noun.
way how we can identify.
No, yes, you have to look for the noun that it is the main, like the main aspect of the noun phrase. You identify the noun. And then
Yeah.
everything that is around the noun and that modifies that noun is going to be part of the noun phrase.
Okay.
And the same happens with the verb. If the verb starts here, the verb phrase, so the rest is going to be part of the verb phrase. Okay?
Okay, and if you call the first part of this sentence nominal what? Sorry.
Noun phrase.
But you mentioned something with nominal.
But in Spanish.
Okay.
Frase nominal.
Frase nominal. ¿Y cómo sería la parte del verbo? Frase
Frase verbial. Frase verbal. Verbal.
verbal. Okay.
Sí, sí.
O predicado, ¿no?
Too much.
Predicado.
Predicado.
Sí,
Ok.
pero en sintaxis, en este tipo de sintaxis, lo llamamos así. Frase verbal. Okay?
Okay, teacher, thanks.
Okay, and we have here two adverbs, right?
Right. Mm-hmm.
Very y hard. Okay. So this is the kind of analysis that we are going to do with the text. So we have to pay attention to what we are going to do here. Okay, this is very simple because this sentence just have these categories, right?
Mm-hmm.
But there are other categories that make us think a little bit more. Yep. For example, we have these ones. Prepositions. Right? And you know that the prepositions are those particles or those words that explain the relation between two parts of the sentence. Okay? Between two parts. It could be two nouns or, I don't know, two sentences. It depends. So the preposition has a special function, and we have prepositions such as at, behind, beside, by, for, in, like, of, on, through, under, with, without, etc. We have a lot of prepositions. And we have other more complex prepositions like by means of, or in front of, or in spite of, that are more complex prepositions. But they are like, these are phrases that are prepositions itself, so you cannot separate it. Okay? By means of is a preposition and that's it. Or in front of is a preposition. You don't separate these into three different prepositions. Yep. So the prepositions always are going to have a noun phrase. They are always going to have a noun phrase. Yeah. For example, with the dog. We have here with, the, and dog. With is and the dog is going to be the noun phrase. On is going to be the preposition in this case, and her bicycle is the noun phrase. Through is the preposition in here, and the glass is the noun phrase. Okay, so the noun phrase is always be along. Sorry, the preposition is always be along. with a noun phrase. Yeah. For example, we are going to do a sentence. Could you please give me an example of a sentence in English with a preposition?
We are studying at 8:30 p.m.
Oh, right. This kind of sentence, okay. You made it a little more complicated, but okay. We are going to analyze the sentence. So we start everything with a sentence. And then we are going to identify the noun phrase. What is the noun phrase in this case?
We.
We.
Yeah. Only. Yeah. Only we. So we have only a noun. And in this case, it's a pronoun. So we can call it pronoun. And we have he. Yes. And what is the verbal phrase? What is
The
verbal
rest
phrase?
are starting at 8:30 p.m.
30. Very good. So we have here the verbal phrase. Sorry if it is not well. So we have, what kind of word is the first word? This one.
It's a verb.
What kind of verb?
Auxiliary verb.
Very good. So we call it.
Teacher, I have a question. Sorry.
Yeah.
Why you say it's a pronoun and you call that pronoun he, not we?
I'm sorry, because I made a mistake.
Okay. Hi, teacher.
Right. I was thinking about me. Okay. Right. So here's R, right? Yeah. Then this one. What kind of word is this?
It's a verb.
It's a verb. It doesn't matter the structure. I mean the inflection that it has. It is in studying. Very good. So it is very important. The arrows are very important. Okay. I forgot the arrow here. Now, what is the next word?
A preposition.
A preposition. But pay attention. This preposition has to be accompanied with a noun phrase. So from this preposition that belongs to the verbal phrase, we are going to open here something that is called a prepositional phrase, or PP, right? That is the prepositional phrase. And from that prepositional phrase, we are going to take two things. One is the preposition, and the other is a noun phrase. Right? Can you see? And then we have as a preposition in, at, and noun phrase 8:30 p.m. I think the p.m. is an adjective. Ay, sorry, no. Primero el nombre. The noun. And then, I don't know. I am taking risks here, but I think that this is an adjective.
Post meridian.
Yes. It is an adjective.
All right.
So this is the noun. This is the adjective. And this is the preposition. You see? We fell. It is more or less like this. Yeah?
Yes, good.
Right. So this is more or less the distribution of this sentence. And pay attention, this prepositional sentence starts with a preposition and a noun phrase. A noun phrase that is composed by a noun and an adjective, right? So we have to be clear about this structure. Is it clear for you?
Yeah.
Sure?
Sure.
Okay, let's see. I have here more or less the same, but here. Okay. We are going to do the following thing. Pay attention to this exercise, to this line. This sentence, C. Could you please make the structure? Try to make the structure. I'm going to give you 2 minutes because it's very simple. Okay, we're going to do this. The C and an E, right? And I'm going to give you 5 minutes. 5 minutes.
All right.
Okay.
Best.
Teacher, C and D or C and A?
C and E.
E. Okay.
Okay, please let me know if you finish. You finish?
I finished C.
You finish C.
Right.
Okay. Going to open Word.
I was wondering, isn't it simpler if we share a screen
Yeah.
and we try to do it ourselves?
Yeah.
Okay, very good.
So do you want to share your screen?
Yes.
Okay. Ready? You can share your screen.
Okay, yes, give me just 1 second, please. Okay, okay. No, okay. Okay, can you see it?
Yes, yes.
Yep.
Okay, very good. So
Good.
the one that we were supposed to do was C, that it said Peter. I'm sorry. Okay, good. Okay. Can you tell me the sentence, please? Peter, what?
I don't remember.
Peter told, I told you, Peter told the truth.
Thank you. Peter taught
Welcome.
the truth. Very good. So the noun phrase would be
Peter told the truth.
A noun.
and thank you, yeah. Noun would be Peter, right?
Peter, yes.
Ooh, what happened with my pencil? It's simply like this. Yes. There you go. Good. Better. Peter. The next one would be adjective. Would be taught, told.
So it's a verb.
Verbal phrase.
Yes. I'm sorry. Yes.
No,
But in
up.
From the sentence.
Losing what? I'm sorry.
From the sentence.
Thank you. Yes.
There you go.
That would be the verb. Yes.
Yes.
And the verb here. And here we go told. Right? Peter told. This looks weird. I'm sorry.
But before the verb, remember that before the verb, you have to open a verbal phrase.
What I'm sorry to share, I can hear you.
From before the verb, you have to open a verbal phrase.
Okay, thank you. Yes. From here too, right?
No, just before. Okay, you have the line that connects sentence with verb. But
Yes.
this line, sentence with verb.
Yes.
That line, before that line, it must be something that it says MP. Sorry, VP.
So here, right?
No,
No.
erase that.
Okay, 1 second.
And
Okay, good.
erase the line. Erase the line between, exactly, that one. And then you write BP. Just before, no,
Here.
before. In the middle of sentence and verb,
Yes.
BP. But in the middle.
Yes, let me move it. Okay.
No. Sentence and be.
Here.
Exactly.
Yes.
Very good.
Okay, I'm sorry. Okay, is that correct, right?
Very good.
Okay, thank you. 1 second.
And then we have the truth.
Yes. And the truth will be an adjective, right?
No.
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 Noun phrase. Noun phrase.
The
Noun phrase.
Noun phrase. But where is that noun phrase connected? To what?
To the sentence?
No.
to the verbal phrase.
Very good. To the verbal phrase.
Yes.
Okay. That will be
Noun phrase. Very good. What is the name of that? No. What is the name of the?
Determinate.
Determiner.
Very good. The determiner there. Very good. No, only the DT. If you want.
okay, good.
Yeah.
And here goes the, right? Yes.
Very good. Yes.
And true, it's a noun.
Exactly.
Okay. And it goes connected to noun phrase too, right?
Of course.
Okay. There you go.
Very good.
The
Simple.
truth.
Yes,
Truth.
Truth.
TH.
Yes, I'm sorry.
Don't worry.
Be happy.
Okay.
Okay. Very good. So we have here the structure. Now, the second sentence. Let me see. Here, I'm going to put it in this one. Does anyone want to do this? Does anyone?
I can try.
I am
I
not
can
sharing.
try.
Okay. Yes. Just share the screen and we can start. Ready, Fernando?
Right? Yeah, ready. Do I have to do something?
Yes, share the screen.
Sí. Pizarra. I go. Yeah. Okay, let's see how I manage this. Pizarra. I go. Texto.
Okay, very good.
Texto. Now. Flechita. Flechita y texto, ¿no? Okay. So we'll start with the nominal phrase. Nominal phrase. Flechita. Nominal phrase. We have the determiner. The determiner. Oops. Well, that's okay. The term. Determiner.
But you only need DT.
DT.
Yeah,
Okay.
that's enough.
Como borro esto. Ya me lié. Bueno. How do I erase that?
There is something that
Rehacer.
says select with so many arrows on top.
Sorry. DT, right. So DT, we have the. Okay. Now, the runner. Runner is the noun. Oh. Runner. The runner with the best time. With the best time is a prepositional phrase.
Sir.
Here we go, right there. PP.
Very good.
Prepositional phrase. Now, prepositional phrase we go with the with is a preposition.
Very
Right?
good.
Do I have to like a P? Yeah,
Yes.
a P.
Just P.
Okay. P.
So that's connected to the noun phrase.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, Belisario. It is connected to the noun phrase. They belong to the noun phrase.
With.
Because in this case, if you pay attention, that prepositional
Yeah.
phrase is like an adjective.
Mm-hmm. Exactly, with the best time and adjective. Mm-hmm. Okay, we have a phrase, we have the preposition, we have a determiner.
But a determiner cannot be from the preposition, so you have to start a noun phrase again.
I got it. Okay. So here we go with a noun phrase. Noun phrase. Now, from here, we go with the determinant.
Very
Wow,
good.
this is like a big tree. Oof. Do you have to write like a T for the determinant? For
Yes.
the determinant? Wow.
D-E-T.
D-E.
T.
E-T.
T. That's enough.
Right. Ah. Espera. I want to do D-E. The E in my computer is hard.
We cannot do that.
Wow. Yeah, it's like, you know, it doesn't work. My E doesn't work. Okay, determinant. That's the D. There we go. We go. There we go. Oh, all right, guys. Now we come here again. Nominal phrase. We have the determinant. The adjective. Best is an adjective,
Yes.
right?
Yeah,
Right.
it is.
Okay. Adjective. And from here, well, we go. Best. There we go. There we go. There we go. There we go. Shoot. Okay, best. And now from here we go again here. Time is a noun.
Yes.
The
Time.
best time. That's a noun, right? Go. No. Mayúscula. No.
That's good.
Time.
Yeah. And we finished. Oh, Fernando has
No.
finished
Now we go.
the
We go with
noun
the
phrase.
verbal phrase.
Exactly. No, but I was
If-
about to say that it is only the noun phrase.
Yeah, the noun phrase is that the best time.
And now
The
you
best
have
time.
to finish the verbal
The-
phrase.
Yeah, I go for it. There we go, here. Verbal phrase. We got the verb, which is verb. One. The verb. We got won the prize. The prize is a nominal phrase. Isn't it?
Yes, a noun phrase.
No, it's no. So we go here. Noun phrase. Noun phrase. Texto. Here we got the noun, the determinant.
Very good.
Shoot. The determinant, and here we got the noun.
Very good.
The noun. Texto. The H is hard to. The what? The price.
Prize.
All right, got it.
Excellent. Excellent. Difficult? Yes, it is difficult.
It's long. It's very long.
I would
Yeah.
say that it's not only long, but also hard. It's hard.
But the only thing that you have to pay attention, I don't know, but is like what part depends on what, as you can see. Yes? For example, as you could see, the prepositional phrase could be depending on a verbal phrase or in a noun phrase, but it depends on the position it is. Yeah, you can change it, right? Or it depends in the sentence, on the sentence, sorry. But also determine what depends on what is the key. Yeah, and pay attention always that those things like determiners, noun, prepositions, they cannot be alone. They need a phrase. They need to belong to a phrase. Even the verbs, right? Or the adjectives or the adverbs. This is a very good example of this. So thank you, Fernando, for
You're welcome.
the exercise. Let me. I'm going to stop your screen.
Should I close it or?
Could you please close it?
Where? Oh. Yeah.
Thank you.
Got it.
Okay, right, good. Okay, so now, what is it? What is it? Okay, yes, yeah. So now, you have to pay attention that in the case of the sentences, there are other kind of words that are the conjunctions. What is the function of a conjunction?
To phrases.
Yeah, to link. Could be words or could be phrases in the same level. Okay? In the same level. Pay attention to these examples. We have conjunctions like and, or but. Those are three kind of conjunctions and different functions for each one of them. And is for addition, or is for discrimination, so one or the other. And but is also for, this is for contrast, right? So here we have this example. Can you see the example?
Yes, sir.
It says, I bought a computer and a keyboard. So this and is linking what?
Nominal phrase.
Nominal noun phrases, two noun phrases. So if we
Noun phrases.
if we put it into a tree, we have this I bought is I, the noun phrase. Bought a computer and a keyboard is the verbal phrase. But bought, let's do it anyway. I'm going to do it in here because it is easier, right? So we have the sentence and we have here a noun phrase, and I'm going to have here a verbal phrase. And in the noun phrase, we are only going to have a pronoun. But, and the pronoun is I. Later, I'm going to do the arrows a little later. But in the verbal phrase, we have a verb, that it is bought. Bought. Yeah. And here we have a noun phrase. But this noun phrase is composed by two different noun phrases. Sorry for this. Two different noun phrases. Let me see in here. Yeah, I'm going to do the arrows right now. So sentence in here. Verbal phrase, noun phrase. The noun phrase is here with the preposition and I. The verbal phrase has a verb. The verb is bought. And in the verb, it has also a noun phrase. That the noun phrase has two different noun phrases. Right? The first noun phrase is I don't
How was
remember.
the phrase?
I don't remember.
I
A computer and a keyboard.
uh-huh. Okay.
So in here we have, in this noun phrase, we have a determiner. And in here also we have a determiner. And we have a noun. And we also have here a noun. Right? The determiner is
A.
And the noun is
Computer. I think.
computer. Let me see. Sorry. The arrows. And the other one? A
Keyboard.
keyboard. Very good, thank you. A keyboard. Yeah. But then we need something to link the two noun phrases. What is the thing that we need to use to link the two noun phrases?
Conjunction.
The conjunction.
Conjunction.
Very good. So the conjunction comes from the noun phrase. Okay? Just in the middle. Because they are linking two noun phrases. And we have here and. Yep. I see this. Kind of messy this part. Is it okay? Is it okay for you?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay, but pay attention to this. It's because we are linking two noun phrases. That's why the conjunction is here. But not always we are linking two noun phrases. Okay? We have here an adjectival. Okay. This is an adjective phrase. When we have two phrases or these kind of sentences, these articles were old and useless, using where as a connection for describing, what we have is an adverb, an adjective phrase. And it happens exactly what we did now. An adjective phrase that have two adjective phrases. One is old, that the adjective is old, the adjective is useless, and it is connected with a conjunction. Okay? ¿Sí ven cuando aparece el adjective phrase? Cuando aparece el verbo to be. For example, in this case as well. He is pretty stupid, but quite eager. ¿Hacemos esta?
Okay.
Do you think? Let's do it. Very good. We have here the sentence. Do you understand the sentence?
Yeah, he's stupid.
Is it stupid? Is a stupid sentence?
It's pretty stupid, but quite eager.
Very good. But
What is eager? Eager?
Eager
Quite eager?
is like agudo,
Ansioso.
ansioso. Yes. Eager es que tiene como ganas de algo.
Es estúpido pero ansioso.
Exacto. Pay attention to this. We have noun phrase as always. And in the noun phrase, what do we have? A pronoun. Yep.
Yeah.
And we finish here our noun phrase. Very simple. And then we are going to open here a verbal phrase. What do we have in the verbal phrase?
To adjective phrase.
First, we have a verb.
Oh, yeah. Right.
And then we have an adjective phrase. One adjective phrase. Let's do it this way. Adjective phrase. What do we have in the adjective phrase?
Two adjective phrases.
Very good.
And the conjunction.
And the conjunction. Let's make it this way, here. The conjunction. Conjunction is in here, just in the middle. You see? Now, the pronoun here is he. Ouch. What's wrong with this thing? He. The verb in here
Yes.
is.
Is.
Very good. And here, the adverbial phrase, the adjective phrase has
Pretty stupid.
pretty.
Terminer.
What is
Pretty.
pretty?
Sorry.
Pretty stupid.
But what is pretty?
Is an
Yes.
adjective.
No.
Adverb.
Adverb.
Very good.
Adverb.
It's an adverb. Remember, the only kind of words that modifies an adjective is an adverb. Okay? Gosh. And then we have here an adjective. Yeah? I'm going to do this because it's exactly the same here. Right? Quite and eager. Quite is an adverb and eager is an adjective. So we have the conjunction but. And we have the adverb pretty. Stupid. Very stupid. But quite eager. And we finish. We finish with this analysis. Questions?
Similar to the last one.
And
Sorry?
now, if we have a text, not just the only phrase, if we have a text to analyze, how are we going to do that?
The thing is that you have to select sentences, right? Because this analysis is only for sentences. So if you have a text of 5 or 6 sentences, each sentence is a tree, right? Each sentence is a tree. And remember, the
Teacher,
sentence...
but do we have to analyze a text?
Yeah.
How are we going to join those trees with, I can understand how we're going to do that. with a text.
No, but the text is composed, a text is composed by sentences. So you have to take the sentence, the first sentence of the text and analyze it. The second sentence of the text and analyze it.
Ah, okay.
It is not only one tree, but different trees.
We don't have to join those sentences.
No.
Ah, okay.
No, because it is not possible.
Ah, okay.
Okay?
Okay, teacher, thanks.
You only analyze the sentences, sentence by sentence.
Okay.
Right? Okay. So, we were talking about the date that you have to present the first analysis, and it is supposed that it is this next week, right? But let's do something. Why? Let's do something. Next week, the 9th, try to start. If you can finish, no problem. But try to start this analysis of the text. If you have questions, we can solve the questions that day. Right?
So,
next month.
One question. So we don't have to deliver that text analyzed by April 8th, right?
No,
but what I am saying is, try to work on it. If you have questions, let me know that day, April the 9th. And then you can continue and you can complete the task by April the 15th.
15, all right.
Okay, very good.
And it is just because it is also because we need to talk about the morphological analysis.
When you ask us to do the phonetically analyze
transcription. No, it is only the phonetic transcription.
What do you mean? I mean, how do you? Can you do an example of a phrase
of the phonetic transcription?
Yeah. It's like sound by sound or what?
No, word by word. Yeah, for example, in
Word
here,
by word.
it is a little complicated to do that in Word, but let me do that here.
The runner.
Oh, I think that it is this one. Yeah. And which? Where is which? Where is what? I have to look for it. It is very complicated to do that in Word because we have to look for one per one. Yeah, you see?
Teacher, one question. The text that we have to analyze, it's the one that says fox and the lion, right?
Yep.
We would have to translate the whole text.
Transcript.
Okay, good.
To transcribe the whole text?
Yes, we'll have to transcribe. Yes?
Yes, please.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, this is the one of the final tasks. The other final task that we have to finish, that we have to do, is just like the class. But the class must be simple. You don't need to complicate it. In the class, you have to choose only one topic, and start doing it. Right? Let me do something. Yeah.
That's kind of tricky.
It's very complicated. From Word is very complicated. And the thing is that I cannot do that.
Okay. So how are we supposed to do that?
You can do it by hand. The transcription, you can do it by hand. But I don't want you to complicate it too much. I am sure that... No, but okay. Sorry, but my computer is a piece of... You know what?
Yeah.
It is like your E.
Yeah. My E and my H.
Yeah.
My God.
And the H too?
Yeah, the H.
Okay.
What?
I don't want you to get complicated with this, but I want you to check the words, okay? And you can use here on the internet a phonetic.
Phonetic.
Let me say transcription. You can use transcription. And there are some web pages that can help you with this one. Okay.
Great.
I think that Lingui is one of those. Let me check. Let me check if it opens. It's very slow. Huh. No, but where is it? I don't remember. I think that it is in here, but I don't remember where. Let me show you. Lingui works with that, but I don't know where. Don't remember. Here. Okay. So
The runner.
yeah, the one of the runner.
I can tell you, the runner with the best time won the prize.
Yes, I finished.
All right, you got it.
Okay, and we can select here British or American. I prefer American because you are more familiarized with American, most of you, okay? And you say show the transcription. And we have here, but you have to choose, you have to check, okay? Be sure that you check. It says the runner with the best time won the prize. You have to check. You can take it and copy.
Oh, great.
Yeah, it is just because it is complicated. I mean, it is very complicated to do that on the computer, and at least you can read this part, okay?
Okay.
Here we have two options, one or one. It's because we can change it, with or with. Yeah.
Okay, that's the phonetical
Analysis.
and the morphological analysis.
Is the one that we analyzed. Is the one that we did today. This one.
All right. That's the, okay. That's the morphological. So we got three: the morphological, the phonetical,
no, this is the syntactical. Sorry,
yeah,
this
that's
is
the syntactical.
And
so
we
the
have
morphological. What
the
do you mean?
morphological. We are going to do that next class.
Okay.
Don't worry.
All right.
Yeah, I'm going to explain you next class. I explain that next class, and we finish with that.
Perfect.
Right? Okay, guys. So if you don't have any other question.
No.
Listo. So we are going to finish right now. I have to tell you that I have been very sick these days. So
really?
And it is very cold here in Bogota. If you live in Bogota, you can notice that it is very cold and it is raining.
Everywhere in Pereira as well.
I don't know what happens to the weather. Okay. But okay. See you next time then.
I have one question. I'm sorry to interrupt. Okay. Is there a problem if we work in a group of 5 or?
Yes, it is too many people. It is a group. It's a very huge group.
Okay.
I prefer 3 and 2.
What is the maximum?
We already have a group, teacher.
Yes, I know.
And we know how to work. We work late in the evening, Sundays evenings. So
that's the reason why I'm asking, because we have the group already and we work really good together. So I was wondering if there's a chance for us to work.
Okay, go ahead.
Thank you.
Yeah, because it is one group of 5 and the other group is group of 4.
Okay, thank you. teacher.
We are 3.
It's best for you,
Okay.
teacher.
My group is 3.
Okay, right, good. Okay, it is better for me. Yes.
Yes.
Thank you very much.
Okay.
No way.
Okay. Thank you, teacher.
Thank
Okay.
you. Good night.
See you next time. Okay. See you next
Take care.
Monday.
Good
The
night.
same. Thank you.
Thanks,
Good night,
teacher.
everyone.
Bye.
Goodbye.
Bye bye.
Bye.